the overall summary is it's time to take the businesses I've already started and go from this level to the next level, and then start a whole new batch of businesses. Start a whole new batch of business partnerships. Bring on a whole new batch of mentees and try and bring them to the next level as well. It's a lot of fun for me getting to see, Adam and Peter mature into business owners and leaders. I look forward to the next generation of wholesalers and team members on all my different teams getting the opportunity, if they're hungry enough, to become a business owner and partner with me in 2021 or in 2022. What is up, YouTube? Matt McKeever here, and in today's videos, I'm going to be sharing with you my master plans for 2021. I'm essentially going to give you my predictions on what I plan to accomplish in the following year. But before we dive into what I'm hoping to accomplish in 2021, what I want to personally achieve, let's first talk about the past before we talk about the future, even though I'm currently in the present. So when I think about the past, one of the big goals or one of the big milestones I remember setting for myself was at the age of 25. Now, if you guys haven't heard this story before, at age 25, I decided to commit to myself that I would retire by the age of 35. At that point in time, I actually went and downloaded an app on my phone that was counting down the days until my 35th birthday. So at like house parties or social gatherings when friends would be like, "Hey Matt, what's new?" I'd be that crazy guy that was like, "Hey, it's like 2,933 days until my 35th birthday and until I'm retired." And yeah, that was obviously like half joke, but half seriousness as well. So it was a way for me to kind of tell the world and tell my friends and the people that were important to me, or the people that spend a lot of time with me, what my big, hairy, audacious goals are, right? Jim Collins talks about it, I believe, in Good to Great, or one of his books, that BHAG. Well, that for me was one of my big BHAGs. And putting it out into the world, I believe, is one of the few reasons I actually accomplished that BHAG. So I've spent a lot of time in, the holiday break or whatever you want to call it, the month of December, the month almost everyone takes off because no one does work. Well, I spent a lot of time thinking about the future and what I want to accomplish in 2021. Because if you didn't know, I'm actually 35 now. So it's kind of came full circle. 10 years ago, I made a big commitment to myself in front of my friends that seemed kind of crazy, that friends and family didn't really get, but I just stuck to it. I said it out loud, and I kept holding myself accountable to it. And I actually ended up retiring not in 10 years, but in 6 years. It literally only took me 6 years to accomplish that big, hairy, audacious goal. And throughout the month of December in 2020, I've been really thinking about, who do I want to be at age 40? Who do I want to be at age 45, right? What do I want the next 10 years to look like? And for me, a big part of that is knowing what those goals are so that I can say them out loud, so that I can hold myself accountable. So let's dive into what some of my big, hairy, audacious goals are going to be for 2021 and beyond. 2020 was really the year that myself and Ben, the humble CEO, that we really doubled down on Cashflow Tribe and really brought that business into fruition, brought it to life. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Essentially, we started it at the end of 2019, but 2020 was all about Cashflow Tribe. And over the course of that year, we've now got hundreds of paying members and thousands of free members on our platform and website, cashflowtribe.com, which, little plug here, if you guys want to go check it out, it's Canada's biggest, most robust, freest community for Canadian real estate investors. We've got free calculators, we've got a purchase and sale agreement wizard, free forums, there's some free courses, some paid courses, all kinds of great stuff there. But 2020 was a huge investment into that business. And I see that 2020 as the year of scrappy CEO for both my wholesaling business as well as my Cashflow Tribe or education company business. So last year was really just about trying to pull those businesses off, get them to the next level. And I really feel like we have pushed them to the next level. And so now in 2021, it's going to be really building those businesses, those scrappy businesses, into an enterprise level entity. And that to me is a completely different business. We're now hiring managers. And we're hiring C-level or VPs to start managing departments and really taking myself out of the day-to-day of these businesses. I'm really excited for that because one, it's going to free me up to go start new shit with new businesses. But two, it's going to allow these businesses to flourish in a way that they currently can't because I just don't have the time and energy to give them all the attention. So in 2021, I'm really looking forward to building out like a management team. So I'm looking forward to having both a management team in each of my businesses, as well as actually an internal management team just for Matt McKeever, his brand, that also will be able to do like, whoop, there's a fly, spot audits of the different entities that I currently own. So I'm really looking forward to being able to have the expertise. And this is something that I think in 2021 is going to be a recurring theme, is this is the year that I'm going to start really paying for expertise. Up until now, I've really been trying to shoestring it, bubblegum shoestring it, bring it together, whatever, just like pull it off for one more video, pull it off for one more this, pull it off for one more event. I'm done with that. I'm now going to really invest heavily into the next phase of these businesses. It's been 4 or 5 years now that I've been on YouTube, right? I started September 2016. Now's the time to really double down on that. And another big thing I'm looking to do in 2021 is start a politics and a fintech YouTube channel. So starting 2 brand new YouTube channels. And this to me is really important. Again, not because I think that I'm going to make tons of money overnight, but I want to plant the seed today so that I can reap the benefit 4 to 5 years from now, just like I'm doing with my YouTube real estate channel. So I'm looking to replicate the success I've had with Canadian real estate investing on YouTube and essentially just plug and play that into Canadian politics on YouTube, Canadian fintech and prop tech companies on YouTube. Those are the 2 big niches I want to carve out next. Right now, between all my different businesses, and we'll actually do a separate video on this, I've got about 30 to 40 employees, depending upon exactly what you want to call an employee. And then in 2021, I think we're going to end up topping out at over 100 people between all the different businesses, all the different events, all the different education, all the different real estate transactions, buying apartment buildings. There's a lot of things going on there. And speaking of apartment buildings, I'm hoping to acquire another 200 units coming into 2021. So in the last year, we acquired about 100 units in my apartment buying business. If you guys didn't know, again, I'll do a separate video on this. I actually sold off all my small apartment buildings, and now I'm only buying large purpose-built apartment buildings here in southwestern Ontario. So again, looking to kind of level up on the real estate investment side of things and really be truly an investor rather than like a boots on the ground landlord. So understand, of those apartment buildings we bought last year, I didn't go through a single like property inspection. Now, I did some of the initial negotiation, did some of the initial forecasting and business planning, but that was pretty much it. And that is really the direction I want to go in 2021, is starting these different businesses and then finding the right people to empower them, to lead and manage them, and then I can go on to the next thing. So I'm really looking forward to starting or having some of my businesses hit the next level of maturity. So one of those is going to be, the YouTube, the social mediation company that we've got, social mediation with Peter and Lara and the rest of the team. I'm really looking forward to that truly becoming a business, where up until now it's been like a half business, half hobby that the lines are really blurred on. I think in 2021, we're really going to start treating it like a real business. And beyond that, in 2021, I'm hoping to launch a whole new business called We Buy Businesses. And this is really just going to be a business that buys and flips businesses. And I probably could get into a whole new video on that. I will down the road, guys. But we're also going to be starting our We Buy Cottages business. So I talked about this in my 2021 predictions, but I think vacation and recreational properties are going to go on fire in Canada in 2021, and we want to be there and we want to be ready. So we're starting a whole new division called We Buy Cottages. So that's kind of a snapshot of a lot of the business things I've got on the go. The other thing that I'd like to look towards at the end of 2021 is getting into more business coaching. So I really love the high-level real estate coaching I currently do with my mastermind group, The Council. If you guys are interested, we'll throw a link in the video description down below and you can check it out. But I'm really looking forward to getting to playing that arena even more in the future. So really looking forward to getting to, help people go from a solopreneur to building a real business. Because I know there's a lot of you out there with solopreneur hustles that just need a different perspective, a different mindset, a different set of eyes coming into it to help you take it from solopreneur to a real business. And that's what I'm trying to do with all my businesses in 2020 and into 2021. And that's what I'd like to start helping you guys do at the end of 2021 and starting into 2022. Finally, I also want to at least write and release one book, but I'm hoping to squeeze out maybe 2, or if I'm really crazy, 3 books. We're also going to be releasing a ton of ebooks. So I'm really hoping to step up my written word game and produce a lot more written word content. I think that's one of the areas I'm weakest on, in addition to podcasting. So we're going to be relaunching the On Fire podcast.
Welcome to the On Fire podcast with your hosts,
Matt
and Kellen.
It's actually dropping episodes already. We're going to have a new Problems or Profits podcast coming out. My wholesaling team will be launching a real estate investing podcast. There's going to be a lot of audio experience coming out in 2021 if you want to listen to me or my extended team. So really looking forward to launching that as well. But I guess in summary, I've been kind of all over this place in regards to what my goals are in 2021. I actually do have them written down very clearly and cleanly on a board in my room. But the overall summary is it's time to take the businesses I've already started and go from this level to the next level, and then start a whole new batch of businesses. Start a whole new batch of business partnerships. Bring on a whole new batch of mentees and try and bring them to the next level as well. It's a lot of fun for me getting to see, Adam and Peter mature into business owners and leaders. I look forward to the next generation of wholesalers and team members on all my different teams getting the opportunity, if they're hungry enough, to become a business owner and partner with me in 2021 or in 2022. So hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoy it when I chat a little bit about my future and my plans. If you guys would like me to go deeper into this subject matter, let me know in that comment section down below. And I'd love to hear, what are your plans? What are your goals for 2021? And now I know these goals weren't particularly smart goals. I've got them written down on my board and they're very smart there. But I just wanted to have a friendly discussion with you guys and share with you what some of my plans are coming into 2021.